So welcome back to JB Reviews. Today we're going to do a video on a 2021 Grand Design Imagine XLS, and this is going to be a 22 RBE. I did do a review on this 17 MKE, so be sure to check out that video, and I am going to compare these two. This one is 26 foot and this one's about 22 foot. But as you guys can see on this one, pretty much the same thing as that other one. If you did watch the video, you're going to have electric jack, two 20-pound propane tanks, and you're also going to have this coil breakaway switch, which I love. This is something that Grand Design is kind of doing on all their travel trailers and fifth wheels, and it definitely does make life a little bit easier when you're camping. On the side, you are going to have manual jacks, and they do give you a decent size storage compartment. This one's slightly bigger than the one I just showed you guys on the 17 MKE. They do give you two lights, and I like how wide this one is compared to the other one. Hard floor surface, so it's easy to clean, and it keeps things dry down here even if you put something wet after a camping trip in here. Now this one is going to have an 18-foot awning. The previous one I did a review on did have a 14-foot, and one thing I do like about this one is you do have these aluminum steps, and this slide is going to have the laminated slide walls, and it is going to be a Schwintek slide. Now if you remember, the slide on the 17 MKE was on the other side. I do like that one better just because if you're camping out, I like to have the slide on the opposite side so you have more space out here to camp. Now this is riding on 14-inch wheels, and these are going to be Westlake tires. It's going to be an ST 205 7514, and these tires are rated at 2,040 pounds, and it is riding on a 8-inch I-beam. Now one thing I would mention too, if you are in the market for a travel trailer, I would do an upgrade for the suspension, only because it's not a big deal, but when you're going down the road, it does make a difference. I have a fifth wheel, I tow it, and I have towed other trails without this upgraded suspension, and it definitely does make a difference, so just keep that in mind. Now off to the side on this slide out, they do give you power and a cable outlet too to put a TV outside. And something they do for all their travel trailers that I'm seeing is that they give it a spray port. This comes in really handy in cleaning out the outside. And here's just a better look at that slide. And they do give you those outside speakers on each side of it too. Just below the spray port in the back, they do give you a propane hookup, and this is where your low drain points are for your water. Out back, you do have a ladder to go up onto the roof. These are going to be walkable roofs. They do prep it for a backup camera. All LED lights top to bottom. They do give you a spare tire mounted on the back. Would recommend that you cover that up, and you're going to have a Dometic hot water heater. I believe this is 17.8 gallons, and it's going to be gas and electric. 30 amp power, and then off to the side you do have your black tank flush, and they give you a light. God forbid you ever have to dump at night. I've done that. It's not fun. Can't see what's going on. It's just better to do it in the daytime. But this is where your sewer connection is. They do give you two valves to pull to dump those tanks down. On this side you do have a Suburban heater, and then this is your back of your refrigerator is going to be. Give you some windows on this side. And this is how you would vent your range hood inside the kitchen. You do have two gray tanks on this travel trailer. You have one, this one's most likely going to be for the kitchen. And the two valves out back, one's going to be for the toilet, and one's going to be for the bathroom, sink, and shower. And this is where you would dump down your fresh water, just below here. And then this is the other side. This is going to be your other storage compartment. It's a pass-through. And they give you your battery disconnect, city water connection, outside shower, additional cable hookups, and they give you more power. These are going to also be sensor lights, and you get one on both sides. And then this is how you run your fresh water hose through. And that's what 30 amp looks like. That is very small. I wish I could pick up my cable cord from my fifth wheel like this. It's too heavy. Alright guys, so we made it on the inside. Alright, so we made it inside, so Hannah's gonna take it from here.
Listen. Hannah's mad at me right now, so I'm like rushing her. Alright guys, so upon walking in, what I already love about this space is it does have a separate bedroom from the living room and kitchen area. It does offer you a pocket privacy door, which I love. It's really wide, and there's ample storage just like the other travel trailer. You have storage on each side. You also have little nighttime cubbies, as well as a nightstand with more outlets. The cubbies have USBs and outlets. Then you have more overhead storage as well.
Yes, this is a big room too. If you want to add a TV, you can do one on this side here. And on this side of the bed, you do have 2 USBs.
So there is more storage underneath the bed. It's pretty deep, not as wide, but you could get some boxes under there, extra clothes, extra blankets. Currently the table, your dining table, is under there. It also has a drawer that slides that you can put stuff in. So for this size travel trailer, there's plenty of countertop space. They even give you a pop-up counter over here. It's really easy to put down. You could put a trash can there. You have a residential style sink that doesn't have the split down the middle, which in my opinion is better than the one with the split. So on this wall, you have your microwave, which is really cute and tiny, your oven with your 3 top burner, and your TV.
And a lot of storage. Check out how big these drawers are. They're huge. So you can store lots of stuff, and they do give you a slightly larger one just below. In case you were wondering what this diagram was, this is for winterization and sanitizing the system.
I like that the refrigerator blends in with the decor so it doesn't take away from it, but this is a gas and electric fridge and freezer. So this is your living room. Again, like the other travel trailer, you would hook up your table, which is underneath the bed, to here. Then you can have a place to put your cups, your meals, if you're working on your laptop, any books you're reading here, and it's facing the TV. So this is the last part of the travel trailer, which is just the bathroom, but I love how big and spacious it is. Again, it has a pocket door that's really wide. Notice how wide the doorways are in here. You have your toilet, you have your sink with plenty of countertop space, lots of drawers and cabinets again. And your stand shower. That's one piece. So you and someone else could be in here at the same time and it wouldn't feel too cramped.
Yeah, and then you do have a porcelain toilet, and they do give you a vent inside of here too.
And a beautiful window.
Yes, and they give you a window, which is nice to have in a bathroom that you can open. This is an escape exit actually too. Now one thing I just noticed down here, Hannah was opening this door. They give you a power outlet, but unfortunately, if you're not careful, it could damage your plug. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to use that plug, you might want to maybe put something there. I don't know. I probably wouldn't even use that, honestly. That it's probably not in a good spot, so I would just probably not even use that. So grand design, if you're watching this, be sure to relocate that somewhere else. Last thing I want to point out is you do have a 15K AC unit, and I like that they use censored lights when you walk in. This one's going to be the censored one, so that's just something nice to have, especially if you leave it through the day. You come back at night just to have a light come on when you come inside. We're not looking for a light switch. The good news is this stays lit, you know, so it's easy to find this button too. So it's just something to consider. As far as the numbers go for this RV, your gross fuel weight rating is going to be 6,995. You have gross ax weight rating. You're going to have 2 at 3,500 pounds per. Unloaded vehicle weight is 5,270 pounds. And all in, you're going to have a cargo carrying capacity at 1,685 pounds. So if you add this number together to the unloaded vehicle weight, that will give you the gross vehicle weight rating. Before we end the video, I wanted to show you the floor plan side by side. Hannah made some pretty good points. At first, we were looking towards the 22 RB as the one we would choose, but after she made some points, I'm kind of looking at the 17 MKE a little bit closer. Take it away, Hannah.
So 3 things that I love about the MKE are the fact that you do get 2 separate couches for seating. When the bed is away during the day, you can have company over. There's plenty of floor space. I also love the countertop space. There was so much countertop space, it didn't feel like I was in a camper. It felt like I was in an actual home kitchen. And I also loved the coziness of it. So when company leaves, you can put your bed down and it just feels nice and cozy. It doesn't feel like too much space that's unmanageable. I would choose this one if I was single. So with the 22 RBE, I love that this one does provide a little bit more length, but it's still under that 30-foot mark. You have a actual bedroom with a door, and then you have a living room. This one had a great big bathroom with a nice countertop. I love that. It also provided enough countertop space in your kitchen with a TV overhead.
Now, as far as the size goes, as you guys saw in the video, the 22 RBE does have a larger storage area below and has a larger awning. Now, a larger awning is not always a pro in my opinion, but because the trailer is slightly longer, they do give you a slightly bigger awning. And I did notice that it had a spare tire with the 22 RBE. I did not notice one with the 17 MKE. But as far as the weight goes, these trailers are very similar. I mean, it's looking at the hitch weight, they're not much difference. That's about 17 pounds difference for hitch weight. And as far as the unloaded vehicle weight goes, it's going to vary obviously when you get your trailer and how you plan on loading it. But in my opinion, I think I'd prefer the 22 RBE just for the fact that it does give you that separation like Hannah said. I like that the storage area was a little bit bigger. And overall, I think that this is still a perfect size if you're going to any national parks or anything like that. So this would definitely be the one I would probably choose. And when looking at the price between both trailers with the same options, you're only $142 difference. So this one's going to be $30,206 for the 22 RBE and $30,064 for the 17 MKE. But I hope this video was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon.